does Chipotle have to do with you creating videos? Well, if you want an easy to use setup for recording videos, going live, hosting webinars or presentations that looks professional and creates instant credibility, likely you've wasted hours watching YouTube video after YouTube video, or you're the opposite, you're just sticking your head in the sand hoping something will magically appear. But once you know my Chipotle style studio bowl method, you're gonna know how to build a video studio that fits you without the overwhelm. Hi, I'm Laria Petrucci. I help you create pro quality videos effortlessly so that you can drop the status quo and show up boldly on camera and make an unforgettable impact. So think of your studio like your favorite Chipotle bowl. 100 people can go through that line. No two orders are really the same. Your setup should be the same way, simple, intentional, and totally you. You're gonna pick your studio ingredients Chipotle style. Step 1, choose your base. Just like rice versus lettuce in a bowl, your base is your foundation. It is your mounting style. This choice is going to impact everything else you buy and how easy your setup feels. Option 1, desk mounted. So this is a compact, budget-friendly setup and everything is right at your fingertips. It's great for small spaces and people who love structure and simplicity. Because of this, it's the exact setup I teach in my on-demand course with a simple but pro kit ready to go because it's simple. Option 2, separately mounted. This has more flexibility, more options for camera angles. You have max capabilities. I mean, anything you want to try, you can. And it actually leads to less clutter, like how we set up my client Amy Porterfield's studio. And if you like to talk with your hands like my fellow Italians, or you like to touch the desk when you're on camera, go with this option so that you don't end up shaking the camera, because it's mounted to the desk. So anything mounted to the desk is gonna shake with the desk. Don't worry, there's no right or wrong, just what keeps you in flow. Step 2, pick your protein: chicken, tofu, or steak. In a studio, this is your camera complexity. In other words, what visual experience do you want your audience to have from a camera perspective? Option 1, single camera simplicity. This is the easiest and least expensive to set up. All you really need for doing talking head or direct to camera type content, just like this. Option 2 is multi-camera flavor. This adds a more professional look and feel. The more cameras, the more dynamic the experience can be, and the more energy the video has. For example, you can do desk demos, whiteboard presentations, pet cams to add that human touch, side camera angles for making an impactful, I'm making an important point moment, or behind the scenes views. Really, anything your imagination can come up with in terms of camera angles, you can do. But don't let that discourage you if you want to keep it simple with a single camera, and you can still add energy and a dynamic experience by using graphics and overlays and animations. And the good news is, we have pre-made, ready-to-go graphics on our store. You just load them into your software and you're ready to rock and roll. Now, for the people who have both more space and more budget, your third option is multi-set. This is your spiciest option if we're thinking about Chipotle. It gives you multiple tech setups if you want both the simplicity of running one type of video at a time, like one set and one background for a podcast, and a different set and different background for talking head, webinars, or presentations. This is what we do for our clients like Hillary Walsh and Jamie Kern-Lima. Now, step 3, add your toppings. This is where your personality meets your workflow. If you like to plan every little detail, you're gonna wanna pre-plan your software and tech flow. For example, I build out my presentations like speeches or webinars or events using a software called Ecamm, where I know every visual I want my audience to see in the right order that I want them to see it. That way, I can push only a couple of buttons on my Stream Deck, which makes one-person production push button simple, and I don't have to think while I'm delivering my content. Don't worry, I also have pre-built software and Stream Deck workflows ready to go for you without you having to do anything. If you're more spontaneous, then you can set up optional visual layouts so that you can switch to any layout on the fly. And that's what I do for more casual live streams or presentations. Everything I might want is one button away. Your toppings should really make your video setup help you show up on video in a way that you operate best, because that's when you have less stress, you can connect more with your audience, and ultimately you can convert higher. I'd love to hear which Chipotle combo you're choosing. Leave it in the comments. Here's the thing, your video setup should help you show up on video in a way that you operate best, because that's when you have the least stress, you can connect more with your audience, and ultimately convert higher. I help you do just that in my free training, where I'll show you exactly how to make your setup simple, repeatable, and confidence boosting so that you can turn viewers into leads. Click that link in the description to get registered and finally release the overwhelm. You've got this, and I've got you.